Hi, and welcome to Life Preparations with Dorcas. Today, we're going to be talking about forget resolutions. Plan your year for success. So, about 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February. And then there's something called Quitter's Day. Have you heard about it? Yes, there's what is called Quitter's Day. It's actually the second Friday in January, and that's when a lot of people give up on their New Year's resolution. Now, a study by Strava indicates that 80% of people give up by this time already. So instead of New Year resolutions that keep failing you, let's do a review of your past year and then let's plan for success. For example, I have made New Year resolutions and have not kept to them. Example, in secondary school, I said I was going to read my Bible with so much ginger, and somehow by the end of January, because the plan was to wake up early before everyone woke up, study my Bible, pray, and then continue the day like others. Somehow I didn't get to do that. So I failed by January and I didn't even remember until December. So if you have been like me, come along, come closer. Let's get started. Now, the first step, get a book, get a pen. We are going to do it practically. Now, write down all your positives and all your negatives. Now, your negatives are the things that you don't want to repeat. They didn't make you happy. They took away your energy. They made you sad. They made you regret. Those are the negatives. Now, your positives are the things that you want to do again, are the things that brought joy to your heart, are the things that blessed the people around you. They gave you so much energy. They energized you. There are habits you want to do again and again. There are places you want to go again and again. There are people you want to stick around with. All those things are under your positive. So let's go. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Once you're done with that, you go to the next step, which is step 2. Get a calendar. Now, look at the people, look at the activities, look at the commitments that triggered your positives and your negatives. Now, you're going to write all of them under positive and under negative. Those things that triggered positive emotions, you write them under positive. All the things, all the places, all the commitments, all the whatever that brought about negative emotions, you write them under the negative. Yeah, are we together? I hope you're doing this with me. Now, the next step, which is step 3, we are going to analyze. You're going to analyze your list. Now, caveat, I don't want you to be worried if most of what you have written, is on the negative side. Don't worry. If there were bad emotions, don't worry. All you have to do is check negative, check positive. What were the triggers of the negative? What were the triggers of the positive? Now, check which one is more. Is it the negative or is it the positive? And like I said, if it is the negative, it's not something to worry about. That's why we're here, and that's why we're reviewing it so that it can get better. Okay? It's not a point of concern yet until you decide to make it one. Now, step 4. From your list, look at the top 20% of what you have written that will pick them both as impactful picks, because it will either be negative or positive. So the top 20% of it is what you're looking at. 20% is going to be called your impactful picks. Now, the most impactful picks are the most impactful places, the most impactful people that were really reliable, places that you went that had or commitments or projects that you took within the year that brought so much positives, you will write it. The ones of the negatives, also write it. Now, what we're going to be doing is that you are going to schedule more of your positives, because those are the things you want to repeat. Those are the things you want to do more, right? Those are the things you want to do more of. For example, maybe you visited your parents, you guys had a good time, so you would want to visit your parents again. Or you visited a mentor and that was a positive visit. You learned so much. From that meeting, you've been able to craft out something that has made you to impact the life of other people. That's going to your positive. So on that your calendar, you are going to make sure that you write all those positives, because those are the things that we're going to schedule more on your calendar for the year. Now, if there was a convention you attended last year that blessed your heart, that gave you insight on what to do, or a book that you read by a particular author that just did something to your mind, like it brought you a shift, those are the things that should be under your positive, because those are the things that we're going to schedule more, because those are the things we want to do more with. Okay? Now, if you don't have a lot of those positives, it's not a problem. It's still fine. I don't want you to worry about it. It's still very, very okay. So, see the things you have written on your positives. Now, on your calendar, begin to see how you can put them in. So if that's a convention that happens every year, it means that you should schedule to attend that convention the next year. Okay? If that event is something that happens again and again, you would, on your calendar, schedule to attend it. If the people that you were with last year blessed your heart, there was so much of positive vibes, so much of learning when you're with them, it means you will schedule to see them often, right? Because again, it's going to energize you. You're going to learn. You're going to move faster. You're going to move faster because you have good company. There's something the Bible says about good company. Please, if you had bad company, that should definitely go to your negative side. We should not be seeing it on the positive side. Now, step 5, to your to-do list. Your to-do list are the things, like I said, you will repeat. You will repeat them. You know that thing that Nigerians say, do, repeat, rinse, do again, like that. So it's a loop. Like when you put something on repeat, you put that soundtrack that you like. That's what your to-do list is going to show, that those positive things are the things you should repeat. Now, step 6, we're going to look at the negatives. Now, those things that didn't bring you profit, those things that gave you sleepless nights, what are we going to do about them? It means we're going to do less of those things. Less of those things. There are some that we may have to completely remove. Completely remove. If it comes to it, please remove certain things. Remove certain places. Certain decisions you took at the speed of light and it brought you pain. Remove such decisions. Now you know that you do not make quick decisions that are not properly informed. Are you still with me? So all your negatives, all the people you went to that, spoke down at you, or it was just negative vibes, you didn't learn, like there was no addition to your life. all it was doing was subtraction. It was taking away. If I was the little positive energy you had, it divided it into multiple places that it was even smaller than the size of an atom. Science students, atom, yeah? So I want you to know that those negatives are the things you should find a way to remove them. Now, if you want to remove those things, most likely it's not going to come as easy as you would think, because it's easy to say, I'll do away with this thing. But if you want to do away with it, you have to find a replacement. Remember, in life there is no vacuum. Yeah? If you just allow anything, it means anything can just happen. But on this street, we're here to prepare you for, the long term. And if you're going to prepare for the long term, it means you cannot do anyhow. It means you will take your time, you process things, and you're not going to leave vacuum. So if we are saying remove this negative, it means you must find the positive to replace it. If not, anything at all. You remember the story in the Bible where the man that the demons were cast out of, because there was a vacuum, the demons went and brought several demons to come and occupy that place. So we need to occupy your mind as we are removing those negatives. Now, I need you to sit down, brainstorm, write all the different ideas that come on how you can replace. Do you understand? It's just like when you're trying to lose weight and maybe your doctor, your nutritionist is saying to you, oh, we need to reduce your carbohydrates. So if we are reducing your carbohydrate, what are we going to increase so that your body works optimally? Do you understand? So that's what you're going to be doing for me. I need to see you write in the comment section how far you have gone with this, because we are on your side, cheering you on to victory. Okay? So I need you to remain on this channel. There's so much more where this came from. Okay? So much more. Stick around, share with your friends and family. You can decide to do this in a group. You can decide to do this in a group. You can decide to do it alone. Whatever works for you, make sure. And now when I say calendar, please, it's better you get a physical calendar, because sometimes, but if you're good with e-calendars, online calendars, it's fine. But personally, I'll prefer those big physical calendars that you use. All right, so let me know how it's going in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.